Hello and welcome to episode 003 of Well, That's Interesting.
Wow, we made it.
We fucking made it to 3.
Fucking 3. Oh my God, I'm pumped.
Thanks for coming back to Well, That's Interesting. I am one host. I'm Jill Chacha, and I'm here with the magnificent, legendary comedian who just came off of her virtual Zoom stage of her show on Monday. Isn't she funny? This is Marissa Riley.
Oh my God, thank you so much. I feel like you introduce me in a completely new and flattering way every week. Next week, I have to introduce you.
Sure, we can switch it up.
Yeah, because I don't know if y'all know this, but Jill Chacha has quite a few qualities.
I'm still wearing the same boxer briefs that I wore in episode 1.
This is true. I wasn't going to say anything, but...
They're my business briefs.
Business briefs.
Very important business briefs.
To be fair, I'm back in my business Daisy Dukes. Throwback to episode 1.
That's right. These are COVID times.
Yeah. So...
everyone's got some sort of article that they wear every day. They're ashamed to share it to other people as to what it is. Maybe their significant other, their partner knows what it is. And they just silently share that fact. So
what you're saying is you feel indifferent about the Daisy Dukes. I get
They're just a part of you now.
They are a part of me.
That's who you are.
Yeah.
I'd be worried when you stopped. I'd be like, is everything okay?
Oh my gosh, thank you. It's very sweet.
Okay, speaking of business, we have a new Instagram.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we do. It's at wellthatsinterestingpod. There is new shit on there every single day, so if you want to get your fill about interesting stuff, hit up at wellthatsinterestingpod on Instagram. I'm having a great time and spending way too much time looking at things and wanting to tell everyone about them. The last thing I shared was the darkest animals on the planet.
Oh, wow.
They do not reflect light. And it was, I believe it was a underwater, of course, deep sea creature.
Of course.
New Yorkers have been wearing that for probably decades, but discovered by science under the sea. They only reflect, if I remember, 0.044% light.
That's not much.
That is nothing. In comparison, like black construction paper reflects 10% of light. And this fucking living creature, less than whatever percent, the tenths and the hundreds that you learn in school. Come on. 0.044%. That's terrifying. That's practically almost invisible.
Oh my God. Even my small amount of education can tell me that that's a small number.
That is a very, very teeny number.
It's a part of a number.
It's part of a number.
Oh, also wanted to mention,
yeah,
if you go to our Instagram, you can see a picture of your hosts.
That's right. We've revealed ourselves.
Yes.
We waited. We couldn't wait any longer. It's like a week and a half in. We're like, this is what we look like.
Yeah.
So
we look great.
We do.
You can see our hair.
We're wearing clothes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not wearing boxer briefs, so please do not let that scare you. Or please, if that enticed you, please still go anyway. So please still go anyway. That's at wellthatsinterestingpod. We have a new email address, wellthatsinterestingpod@gmail.com. Email us fucking facts you want us to read about what you know, something about yourself, something really fucking something interesting.
Yeah.
And if you're like, I think somebody, you just want to talk about something that you did. And also, if it's illegal, you can, or not illegal, just let us know if we should like use certain names or pronouns. So
oh yeah. We can use fake names. We can call you anonymous.
Yeah.
Just tell us the stuff.
Yeah.
We're here to listen.
Exactly. And don't forget to please rate, comment us on all the platforms, Apple, iTunes.
Spotify.
Give us a fucking. You can even slip your fact into the comment.
Oh yeah.
Into the reviews there. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. In fact, if someone already actually slipped into our DMs on the Instagram.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And they sent us a fact that they wanted us to read.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm going to do it right now.
Oh.
They didn't indicate if they wanted to be like their full names being said, so I'll just say SC. Those are their initials. So their fact is, quote, according to a desk calendar I found at Borders in 2009, fetuses regularly masturbate in the womb. That is officially our first fan fact.
What a great fact to start out with. Also, gross.
Yeah, that's...
But also I'm happy for those fetuses. Masturbating is important. They're living their best...
Fetus life. Yeah, it's so weird because it's surprisingly on point with what we're about to talk about this week.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it's not masturbation, so don't worry.
Damn it.
The COVID times, we're all doing stuff. Today's episode 003 is called When Your Twin is Your Uterus.
Oh no.
Or any other body part.
I peeked over at her notes and or any other body part is in parentheses. So
because we'll get into it, but your twin can be throughout you, microscopic, larger, very large. In fact, we'll get into that. Yeah, it's a thing. Okay, so as with, I'm always gonna throw back to our first lady Jennifer of episode 1. R.I.P.
Yeah.
So I'm
Jennifer.
going to start with a story today about another woman named Lydia Fairchild, whose tormented ordeal led to months of legal battles, mental strife, and an eventual diagnosis of chimerism.
Ooh.
Lydia found out she's a chimera. Okay. What is that?
I was going to say chimera sounds like a very cool name.
Well, hopefully after this podcast, it'll be like it'll be like Brooklyn, Paris, fucking Mercedes. What are these other horrible white people names?
Oh, Apple.
Mackenzie. Oh shit, I know Mackenzie. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, Mackenzie, you're great.
Oh, fuck. Too bad we can't edit. There's no editing in podcasting. You can't take that out.
No way.
No. Okay, so chimera. Chimera derives from Greek mythology, typically a fire-breathing female monster with a lion's head, a goat's body, and a serpent's tail, which sounds badass, and I'm sure happens to me once a month.
Same.
Yeah, so lion's head, goat's body, serpent's tail. I'm down with those. I don't know, I'm thinking, what would you want to mush yourself up as if you had a choice to be a chimera animal hybrid thing?
Hybrid.
Like different animals stitched together.
Different animals stitched together.
Yeah, like in your body would be like several different animals.
I guess. Oh, wow, what a question. I guess just a ton of like cute things.
I was thinking that too.
So I would be Instagram famous. So like, okay. So like, baby French bulldog.
Oh, Jesus.
Baby pug. And baby goat in pajamas.
Sweet fuck. Oh my God.
I like how I call them babies instead of puppies. Puppy.
Like, that's perfect. Oh, God damn it. If we weren't podcasting, we'd be smushing animals together.
It's never too late to follow your dreams.
It's really not. Yeah, that's adorable. Well, if the podcasting doesn't go right, we'll just freakishly. That's, well, doesn't sound like this podcasting's going real well. Part of podcasting is speaking correctly into a microphone.
We're working on
it. Yeah, I was thinking, like, how badass would it be to have wings?
Oh,
but also,
God damn it.
Yeah, but have a puppy's face, so it's really confusing to people, while half your body's terrifying, and the other half is just like, oh, God, I just want to take your cheeks and yeah. So.
I think you win. It'd be great. I would love to see you as a
pug with wings.
Pug with wings.
Jesus.
Pug with
French
wings.
French bulldog with wings.
Shit.
With little owl wings.
Oh, stop it! Stop it!
Oh, God, we're bantering. Yes. Okay, so this all sounds badass, but Lydia isn't a series of creatures, but she does have two distinct populations of DNA inside her.
Okay.
Blech. Let's get to her story.
Yes.
Back in 2002, 26-year-old Lydia was pregnant with her third child with the same dude named Jamie Townsend.
Okay.
She fell upon economic hardship and applied for public assistance in Washington state. As per routine, the two children and the parents must be tested to confirm their relationships. So, like, mom has to be confirmed that she's the mother, dad is the dad, and the children are the siblings, and everyone is the family that they say they are to get public assistance. So
Sure.
It's totally normal to do that. When the results came in, the Department of Social Services called and told her to get her ass in ASAP.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So this quote is from an ABC News article called, I swear to God, it's the most lifetimey fucking article I've ever heard.
Oh, my God.
It's called She's Her Own Twin, August 15th, 2006.
I'm so here for this Lifetime movie. I want to see the full miniseries, all 4 parts.
Yes, she's her own twin.
Amazing.
You could see the opening credits now. Okay, quote. As I sat down, they came up and shut the door. And then they just went back and started drilling me with questions like, "Who are you?" Fairchild said. I also think it's ironic she's called Fairchild when they're like, "Who the fuck are you?" They don't believe her, who she is.
I see.
Yeah, see what I got? See what it did there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The DNA test confirmed Jamie was the father, and the kids were siblings, but Lydia's results suggested she was more of an aunt. Weird.
Oh, no.
Okay, back to the article. Quote, I knew I carried them, and I knew that I delivered them, but there was no doubt in my mind, Fairchild said. So the DNA results automatically denied Lydia any government assistance, and she was now under suspicion of acting as a surrogate attempting to commit welfare fraud.
Oh, God.
She quit.
Oh, God. Heaven forbid we believe a woman.
Yeah,
you know? Heaven forbid.
And worst of all, and in parentheses I said possibly, she's in danger of Washington State taking her kids away. That could be the worst part. So imagine how insane you must feel and how hopeless you feel battling the government and a DNA test, saying that she's not the mother. She panics, totally fucking crazy. She panics and gathers what evidence she could. Photos of her pregnancies, birth certificates. She even asks her parents to testify before the Department of Social Services that she's their mother. And then, is a cute, panicky quote. Quote, I almost went insane inside. I couldn't imagine why, if this could happen. My daughter is not a liar, says Lydia's dad, Rod Fairchild.
Fuck yeah, Rod.
Yeah. And because I'm so sensitive to these situations, I automatically thought of us Googling Rod Stewart and seeing what he was up to.
Oh my God. All right, here's the thing. Rod Stewart is living his best,
just
life.
Rock, just boring life. The most wonderfully boring life is Rod Stewart.
It's so boring. Like, anything I would ever want to do on a Sunday is like what Rod does every day.
Yeah.
He has like a nice, age-appropriate sort of wife.
Yeah, surprising.
Surprising.
Good for him. That the bar's so low, but good for him.
Good for him. They wear nice clothes and hang out. I honestly can't recall exactly what they do all the time, but if you just Google News Rod Stewart, you will be pleasantly informed.
Yeah. From what I remember, he's installing naked statues in his garden, which is cool.
Fuck yeah.
And then there's one really cute photo of him and his age-appropriate wife sitting in a car eating takeout. That was so random.
That's so nice.
And it's so wonderful. And they have matching outfits, which is
enough.
Just enough.
Just enough. They match. We were like looking for a sex scandal so hard. We got to like page 4 of Google. And there was nothing.
Got none. It's so surprising.
It's wonderful.
Completely refreshing. All right, back to Lydia's, she's in a bad spot.
Lydia.
You know.
Oh.
Okay, she even had her obstetrician, Dr. Leonard Driesbach? Sure. Dr. Leonard.
Dr. Good old Lenny.
You know, just, he's all in there. Sorry. That's terrible.
Oof.
I'm not selling his practice at all.
I mean, if you hadn't said it, I would have. So.
Okay, so she even had Dr. Lenny tell the department that he was there for the 2 births. So she's got all this evidence.
Amazing.
There's 3 court hearings. The judge does the judgy thing, and Lydia gets a summons in the mail to go back, and it was nearly certain that she was going to lose her kids.
Oh my God.
Despite all the witnesses, it didn't matter. The DNA test trumped everything. Okay, but luckily, there's a break. And not only is there a break in this case, but there's a break in this podcast for our sponsor.
Oh, shit!
Buy some shit. Help us.
Buy it now. Thank you.
Hey.
Hello, everyone. You may recognize me as Gabby from the History of Everything podcast.
And my name is Brenna, and you don't recognize me from anything yet.
Together, we're 2 scientists who explore all of the weird little questions and conspiracies of the universe in our new podcast, Mystery of Everything. Everything has an explanation.
We hope.
That is what we're here to figure out. We will dive into the science behind many popular conspiracy theories, such as vaccines causing autism, flat earth theory, and was the moon landing fake? And if so, why the heck would anyone even do that?
But it's not just conspiracies. There's a lot of cool mysteries that we will attempt to use science to explain, such as near-death experiences, what made the Vikings go berserk, and can I control my co-host with MK Ultra?
Wait, what? Anyway, make sure to check out the Mystery of Everything podcast everywhere where you find your podcasts.
We're the All Creatures Podcast. Each week, Angie and I explore and share amazing details about the many animals we share our world with.
Plus, Chris and I are both PhD scientists and educators. So we do the deep dives in the scientific research and then come back and share what we learn in a fun and casual way. We also speak with other scientists, animal experts, activists, and many other conservation enthusiasts from all over the planet.
So you can find the All Creatures Podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey everyone, Jill Chacha here from Well, That's Interesting, and I am absolutely thrilled to tell you about Spotify for podcasters. I use it, I love it, and it all started by downloading the free Spotify for Podcasters app, which has all the tools you need in one place to record and edit your masterpiece of a podcast. Spotify for Podcasters also distributes your show to all major platforms. So when you hit publish, your episodes will stream not only on Spotify, but I'm talking about the Apples, the Googles, Stitcher, Good Pods, the other ones. You get the idea. And you can monetize your podcast with no minimum listenership required. You could also set up monthly subscriptions and record ads just like this one. So what are you waiting for? Download Spotify for Podcasters today and start changing the world. Oh, and please, stay interesting. Oh my God. We're back.
We're so back.
We're back. And that was an incredible product.
That was an amazing product.
I pre-ordered more than I could commit to, but I'm happy.
Same. It's totally worth it.
Whatever it is, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's solving all of my problems.
That's all capitalism does, solve problems.
Oh.
Oh, for the love of God. Okay, so Lydia is about to lose her children.
No, Lydia.
She's under fucking investigation for committing fraud.
Oh.
So we're going to take a break, and then we're going to move across the country to Boston.
Okay.
For just a second.
But we're going back to Lydia.
We are.
Okay.
It's all gonna get smushed together like the chimera that these people are. Hey, I'm pretty good. Hey,
look at that. Look at that.
Hey.
I see what you're doing.
Okay, so there's a woman named Karen Keegan, and she desperately needs a kidney.
Okay.
Luckily, her 2 adult sons were willing to donate. They only needed to be tested to confirm that there's a match.
Okay.
Wonderful. Bing, bada bing, bada boom.
Awesome.
Okay, the DNA results come back. Neither of the boys shared her DNA.
What?
Her doctors are like, what the fuck? And they decide to take samples from various organs and parts of Karen. Like, what's up here? No match.
What?
Not a goddamn match.
This is confusing.
Okay. In a last-ditch effort, Karen's like, oh my God, I had this thyroid nodule removed one time, and it's still in a fucking lab in Boston. Let's test it. Okay? I know. It's like this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like, yeah. So they get a hold of this nodule.
Oh, God. I just want to see what, like, transporting a nodule is like. Is it in a Tupperware? Is it in a glass jar, like in a horror movie? Is it in a plastic baggie? A baggie?
It could be in a baggie. I see fluids involved. I mean, it's so weird that they hung on to it.
I know. I feel like that's a part of, like, you would, like, don't people, like, throw away, like, tonsils and stuff? Like, I don't keep that. I don't want it.
Yeah, so I guess Karen is nostalgic, I guess. Mm-hmm. So it's in a lab, they test it, and lo and behold, it matches the boy's genetic code.
I see where this is going.
Yeah. So I'm quoting the article here. Quote, in her blood, she was one person, but in other tissues, she had evidence of being a fusion of 2 individuals.
Oh my God.
In human biology, a chimera is an organism with at least 2 genetically distinct types of cells, or in other words, someone meant to be a twin. But while in the mother's womb, 2 fertilized eggs fuse, becoming one fetus that carries 2 distinct genetic codes. The twin is invisible, but lives microscopically inside the body as DNA.
Wow.
Oh,
It sounds so special, but I don't think the person has any benefits from it. Like, it sounds like the beginning of, like, a superhero movie.
Right.
But with no powers at all.
That is a fucking perfect analogy of how everyone wants to be a superhero, but it doesn't go right at all.
No.
The realistic part is that your life is hell.
Exactly. Like,
so Spider-Man, which we were talking about in episode 2, that if it was real life, that web definitely would have come out of his butt. It would have been
sure.
Every time he farted, it would have been just he would have stuck to everything.
Yeah, and that super suit would have a really weird hole in it because he would have to use it. It would just be like assless chaps. He would just.
Wow, I completely see the Spider-Man costume so differently now.
Like a leather daddy spider person.
Oh man, that's a trademark. That's ours, God damn it. That's ours. But yeah, there you go.
There you go.
So here's a lesson, kids. Don't be a hero.
Don't do it.
Don't be a hero.
Stay home, cook for yourself, and drink some wine.
Yeah, just go. Otherwise you'll be wearing assless chaps and Not the future you thought.
No.
Okay, back to Washington State.
Yes, sorry.
That's okay. Okay. Now remember, Lydia is pregnant with her third child, right? Mm-hmm. And she's about to give birth during all this stress.
Oh.
So it turns out this child could also be taken.
Oh,
If it was proven by DNA that she's not the mother. So here's a crazy invasive thing that just happens. Okay? A judge orders, this is uncomfortable to say, but the judge orders a court officer, Jesus Christ, say it, court officer. There you go.
Court officer.
There you go, it's hard.
Court officer. I'm making my mouth like so big as I'm saying it.
It's brutal, but it helps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Court officer to attend the birth. So there's somebody from the Department of Social Services in the room while she's giving birth. That's
along the lines of like cuffing female prisoners to the bed when they give birth. Did you know that?
They cuff them to the bed?
They cuff them to the bed. They put them in restraints. Isn't that? It's
Of course
barbaric.
they do.
Of course they do.
Of course they
and
do.
of course they send a guy to watch a baby be born. One of the most private things.
You're gonna get up and run? That's not exactly a jogging moment.
And switch out the babies like fucking Indiana Jones? I don't think so.
Holy shit. So this Republican wet dreams, a court officer is in the room to not only witness the birth, but also to get samples from the newborn.
Yeah.
Okay, this is just to get a couple of extra bucks a week, by the way.
Yeah.
For a little social services. Yeah. Blowing my mind. Okay. So, 2 agonizing weeks later, despite a witness and an immediate sample, the test says no. Lydia is not the mother of this third child.
Wow.
And the court is fucking dumbfounded. And Fairchild's lawyer is like, yo, I gotta do some science-y shit. And he starts doing research. And he comes across a story in the New England Journal of Medicine about, boom, Karen Keegan.
Oh,
Yes.
Here we go.
And a light bulb goes off. And he's like, we need to swab the fuck out of Lydia.
Yeah.
We need to swab the fuck out of her. And they do. They take hair samples, negative. They take skin samples, fucking negative. Then they test her cervical smear, and boom, it's positive. The DNA confirms that this part is the mother and a separate person.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God. Can they retitle that Lifetime movie to My Uterus Belongs to My Twin, but it's still in my body, and now I get social services money? Is that too long?
Gives it away, but you know
gives
what?
away the ending. Fair.
It's clickbait.
There you go.
If it was on Netflix, I'd be like, well, we're watching this now.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Yep.
So yes, parts of Lydia's reproductive organs actually belong to her twin. A twin she never knew she had because she merged with it in the womb.
Oh wow.
I know.
I wonder if you would name that other part of you.
That's a good...
I'm not meaning that as a joke. I'm just curious. Like,
Yeah,
if you would...
I mean, it's a mind fuck to know that there's parts of you that you consciously know are not part of you.
Yeah.
That's just, yeah. I guess you could name it. Lydia.
Lydia too.
Lydia too. Oh no.
Aww.
But what isn't horribly disgusting and existential crisis is the only sea salt on our table right now.
Oh. Yeah.
Badia. Sea salt grinder. Wow. What a I enjoy this salt.
I love this salt for many reasons. It makes my food taste better. it has a good distribution of salts. So your food isn't too salty, but it's also not like too bland. And it was the cheapest salt grinder at my grocery store. So that's 3 good things.
What? Who the fuck doesn't want accurate distribution and just cheapness?
Cheapness. I love cheapness.
Yeah, just
I'm not fancy.
I can kind of.
You can hear it. I don't.
We're
need
not.
that.
We're not. That's yeah. That sounds distributed.
It's very well. It's the right size of salt crystals. and you know what? I don't have time for that fancy pink Himalayan salt.
Oh
This
God.
is good American,
No.
I think. Salt?
Yeah, it's not Karen salt.
No.
It's just God. I just need to cook my fucking chicken. All right, and I need to salt it, and that's it. It's realistic sea salt.
Just like you and just like me.
So if you like the way we pitch products, email us at wellthatsinterestingpod@gmail. We could record something that maybe you want us to say, so you don't have to.
I would love to promote someone's product. That would be so fun.
Let's just do it.
Do you
Email
make
us.
T-shirts? Do you sew pillows?
Anything.
Hit us up.
Just whatever the fuck you do, and you want us to just grind that into our listeners' ears with such pleasure.
Yes, and
Here
cheapness.
we are. And cheapness. I think I meant affordability, but
Oh, whatever.
whatevs. Okay. All right. You know what we should do? Actually. All right. So, we should probably go on to our next section. Our next section is going to be a real ad break. Ah, Christ. Yeah, it's going to be a real ad break. Buy these actual products! Buy them, please.
20th Century Studios presents Vacation Friends 2, now streaming only on Hulu.
Look at us, all together again. We just wanted to give you guys a real honeymoon.
Shots!
Now streaming
He was just released from jail.
Where can I get a drink around here?
back on vacation
This place is nice. It's drug lord nice.
I'm sorry, drug lord nice?
with more baggage.
Ever since he showed up, he turned this relaxing vacation into total chaos. Who does that?
Vacation Friends 2, rated R, now streaming only on Hulu.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh,
See
God.
those products?
They were so good. I want all of them.
I just want to sprinkle some salt on top of them and just put them in my face.
Somebody assault.
So yes, Lydia's reproductive organs are actually belonging to her twin. That's a day.
Yeah, that's
so
quite a day.
I'm gonna talk about 3 additional instances. I got this of chimera to show nature's beautiful diversity and scaring the absolute hell out of you. Let's talk about 3 shorter stories of what chimeras are. Okay, so these 2 are from a Scientific American article titled 3 Human Chimeras That Already Exist. They're not very, what's with these titles, man? They're not very...
They're not fun. We need to
not fun.
jazz it up.
We need to jazz it up. 3 human chimeras that actually exist. August 8th, 2016. So it turns out that a person can become... So you're not born, you do not absorb, but you could become a chimera.
How?
When undergoing a bone marrow transplant, which is extremely common and used to fight leukemia. So a person will have their bone marrow destroyed and replaced with the donors. And if all goes well, the stem cells in the new bone marrow develop into blood cells. Quote, "This means that a person with a bone marrow transplant will have blood cells for the rest of their life that are not genetically identical, Let's try that again. This means that a person with a bone marrow transplant will have blood cells for the rest of their life that are genetically identical to those of the donor and not genetically identical as the same of the other cells in their body.
That's pretty cool.
So they are a chimera through just transplant.
Amazing.
Very interesting. Yeah. Now, this one is some trippy shit. We're going to get a little bit more weird. If you're a person who gave birth,
Okay.
if you know someone who gave birth, if you came from a birth, this applies to you.
Okay. I think this applies to me.
Yeah. So there's something that, wow, people may also exhibit something called microchimerism, when an even smaller fraction of your cells are from someone else. I shall explain. Okay, so brace yourself. This happens when a woman becomes pregnant. Well, okay, I apologize for this language that's coming up because this is a study, so it's not exactly inclusive. But so this is when someone becomes pregnant and a number of the cells from the fetus migrates into the blood and organs of the parent.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is still from that article. Quote, in a 2015 study, it suggested that this happens in all pregnant women, at least temporarily. The researchers tested tissue samples from the kidneys, livers, spleens, lungs, hearts, and brains of 26 women who tragically died while pregnant or within a month of birth. And the study found that the women had fetal cells in all of these tissues.
Wow! That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Uh-huh. The researchers knew that the cells were from the fetus and not the mother because the cells contained a Y chromosome and all the women were all carrying sons.
That's insane.
Uh-huh.
That's insane.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, so they had like Y chromosome cell, like DNA in parts of their body. Wow. They had their like children in parts of them.
That's defying. It's fascinating.
It's absolutely fascinating.
I'm trying to process it
explains
all.
a lot of like the connection, and you can like go down all this. I mean, I know, like
it's like your child is
you're like all those
partly
moms
your
in Portland.
Oh my god,
the mom wall in Portland. Okay, so the range of time a person who gives birth carries this genetic material could actually last a lifetime. In 2012, a study found 63% of women, in a very small study, it was 63% of women in a 59-person study, had male DNA from fetal cells in their brain.
Whoa. Whoa.
The oldest woman was 94 years old in this study, and she still had her children's fetal cells in her fucking body.
They're literally, your kids are literally a part of you.
Yeah.
They're such a big part of you. They're in your fucking
They're
brain.
in your fucking... Yep. So, that's crazy. And the craziest shit, last but not least, I hope you're sitting down or not eating when you're listening to this part. Okay, so as you can see, people may never find out that they are chimera, right? Unless you need surgery, you need a transplant, you have to go do tests and all the whatever, or it's by chance.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you don't know you're a chimera until someone opens you up.
What?
Mm-hmm. In 2015, a 45-year-old English woman living in Cyprus went in for surgery for what was diagnosed as a 4-inch tumor on her ovary.
No. No.
When doctors got to the supposed tumor, the growth had a partially formed face with an eye.
No! Just
one tooth, and black hair.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yes.
No.
It was a twin she absorbed in the womb. and it was there until she was 45 years old.
Okay, I will say one thing.
Uh-huh.
That is disgusting.
Uh-huh.
But I hope they kept it.
Like Karen?
Like
Karen
the nodule.
Like the nodule.
I think this trumps the nodule. I think this is way more important.
Fuck the nodule.
Fuck the nodule.
Get the face in the jar.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to I will regret Google image searching this later.
Yeah, and I hope all of our listeners do that. If you just Google 45-year-old English woman living in Cyprus and face, I'm sure that'll come up.
Oh my God.
You betcha.
I'm going to do that at midnight.
Do it
right before I go to sleep.
Yes. Do it when you're just the most sensitive.
Vulnerable.
And vulnerable. That's right.
Make sure you're vulnerable, maybe drunk or sober. Depends on the person.
Yeah, it's all different. Everybody's different in their sensitivity levels.
And just remember that it might be sitting in a Tupperware somewhere.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Just waiting. Just waiting to be tested.
Ooh.
Oh, God. Marissa Riley. This was fun.
Jill Cha-Cha.
Yeah, that's right.
This was great.
This was great. Anything else you want to plug other than your show, which happens every Monday? Isn't she funny?
Keep coming, you guys. I would love to see you. I'd love to hear you laugh. More stuff is in the works. I will update you next time. But yeah, I'm officially grossed out.
Yeah.
And thank you for grossing me out. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. That's right. Instagram at wellthatsinterestingpod. Email us with a fact you want us to know. Are you a chimera? Is there a part of you that you think is a chimera? I don't know. Just email us at wellthatsinterestingpod@gmail.com. Rate us for the love of God, so more people can learn about these horrible things.
Yeah.
Isn't that just a blessing?
Seriously. No, but seriously, if you're a chimera, please talk to us.
Please tell us.
I'm fascinated. I want to hear about your face tumors.
Yeah.
I am pumped.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Stay interesting, everybody.
Bye.